So a little bit about my morning warm-up. Usually what I do is a combination of some, whole body motion, dancing sort of stuff, and some, uh, probably for a lot of people, light weights. Specifically when I'm dancing, I'm holding in each hand a tiny 2-pound weight, and that's really to make sure that my upper body is being pushed, exercised a little bit more. And then I usually do some work with some 20-pound weights, mostly for my biceps, chest, and shoulders. I have not yet looked up any weight routines or anything like that. I'm just trying to be kind of creative in how I use them and exercise different muscle groups and so forth. But one of my goals is to specifically increase my upper body strength and appearance to be a little bit more, say, handsome as opposed to dumpy. Kind of a fun thing to be doing. I sometimes throw in some push-ups or, other specific exercises as well. I always do some stretches. In particular, my lower back has, since I was about 19 years old, given me problems, sciatica and stuff like that. So I do usually at least two, sometimes more specific stretches for my lower back. And I always integrate a little bit of the Egoscue moves that I've learned through the Tony Robbins world. It's actually quite quick. So this morning, for example, I think I did 12 minutes warm up, and now I'm ready to get on my bike. I think I really need a recovery day since yesterday wasn't, and so I'll probably just go at a nice low intensity continuously for some time. It's a Monday today, and I think Mondays can be recovery days. Let's make that part of my plan. Anyway, doesn't really matter which days of the week are recovery days. I do know that I need them regularly. One other thing, I need to do a weight check-in. So actually from last Monday to this Monday, no change. I'm still at 226 pounds, basically plus or minus a little bit. The obvious thing to say about that is that I have not yet started to do any substantial work on changing my diet. That's a concession to the Christmas, New Year's season, where I know that, there's going to be a lot of zags compared to staying on the proper path for diet. And that's okay. I accept that. I know that I can change my diet and make it better in about a week now. So once New Year's is passed, let's say, I don't remember the exact dates, but let's say next Monday or Tuesday is when I'm officially starting to work on not just my fitness in terms of heart and strength, but also my weight. And so that'll be when I start to report on that weekly in a more serious way. Anyway, I am so a morning person. 7 days in a row at 5:30. Woohoo! Yeah, this is really a major accomplishment for me. I just can't seem to do a pure recovery ride. I can't help competing with myself. I'm not sure how, but I'm going to try and share my route that I did today on Zwift, which was a virtual route in Paris, and it's one of my favorite routes. Anyway, it's hilarious because I completely intended to do just like a 45-minute, super low energy, 120 watt sort of 120 BPM heart rate exercise, and I did that for the first 20 minutes, but then I'm like, oh man, I should figure out how fast I can go around this route, which is I think like 7 kilometers or something like that. I ended up getting very, very close to my personal record. My personal record is 11 minutes, 50 seconds, and I got 12 minutes, so 10 seconds off. I had no idea that I was going to be going around that fast, but it was fun. What do I do for a recovery day when anytime I get on the bike, I want to push myself? Is that bad? Is that good? People in the know, if you can respond. I really have no idea, but I love going fast. By the way, I wanted to mention as a follow-up on the whole thing about food and nutrition and stuff, when I get up at 5:30, I don't eat. I usually don't eat until 11:30 in the morning or noon, and so when I'm doing these early morning workouts, I'm fasted. I haven't eaten since usually 7 o'clock or earlier the night before. That's another thing that I'll have to talk to a coach and trainer about, see if that's makes any sense. Again, any feedback, comments, or thoughts, I'd love to hear from you. I don't feel hungry or anything like that. I have a little bit of water before I start my warm-up. I have a little bit of water before I start riding. And of course, I'm sipping water throughout the ride as well. And I probably won't eat for another 3 or 4 hours. So anyway.
Okay, and as usual, my playlist. So I ended with that. Very nice song. That's a good one. Of course, I like all of them. This was when I was doing a bit of a push, so that was perfect timing for this one. I skipped that one. Love this one. This is, again, one of my favorites. I really love the Benassi Brothers. I skip that. Oh yeah, this is great too. And skip that. This is fun. This is Sandstorm versus Blow. I think I'm going to skip that one. And I believe I started with this one, including my warm-up. Let's just check. Yeah, so I started with this one on my warm-up.